Hey everyone, it's Christine, and I am sitting here taking a little break at work, and I wanted to come with you. Hey, coaching tip. This is how I actually do it, you guys. I have a full-time job, but I work coaching in two pockets of time, lunch, things like that. It's doable. It's totally doable, and it's fun. But today I want to talk to you guys about meal prepping and some tips because I know it gets overwhelming sometimes. Like you think, oh my gosh, it's hard to stay on track and I do better when I prep, but it's such a pain to prep. And how do I do it? So I wanted to give you a few tips today to make it like a little bit simpler because I know that I have those days when it's like, oh, I didn't prep anything, and now I'm trying to avoid reaching for those things I know I shouldn't be reaching for, right? So those weeks when you do take the time, my gosh, life is so much simpler. So here are a few tips that I want to share with you. Number one, pick a day or a little block of time that does work for you to spend about an hour in the kitchen. This helps a lot, and it's not mandatory, of course. You could do it in smaller segments, but I find on Saturday or Sunday, even sometimes Friday nights, it's a great time to, hey, we're going to be watching a movie. Let's prep up some things that maybe could be cooking for the next week while we're doing that. So things like maybe some cooking some quinoa, um, where you can prep it, cook, let it sit there, do its thing. It takes time anyway. Let it sit there, season it up, and then all you're going to do is package it. Well, if you're going to have some chicken that night, grill up a few extra breasts of chicken. Same thing with the steak, that sort of thing. Super simple. Just add on to maybe what you already were going to make. I love to do this too with spaghetti squash. I just poke it and stick it in the microwave. And it takes, it depends how big it is, but I just keep going, maybe a good 10 minutes to start with, and then I keep testing it. But spaghetti squash is a great go-to veg, and it does take some time to cook, so prep in advance. Then all you got to do is put it in a container in your fridge, and when you're ready, it's just a quick heat up. Maybe you do some ground turkey that night with spaghetti squash and a little pasta sauce. I mean, simple, simple ideas. Just think about things that might take a little bit of time. Your sweet potatoes, you can prep those in advance. Um, and then what I tend to do is think about, hey, dinners, make it so simple. I just think about having a protein and some vegetables. It could be a salad that night. It could be a, a bag of green beans or some broccoli. Steam it real quickly with any type of protein. So I don't lock myself in and say, every night I gotta have it's chicken one night, it's steak the next night, it's salmon the next night. No, I kind of fly by the seat of my pants on that one. And the beautiful part about that is that you guys can use leftovers. Don't be afraid of making a little extra to then have it for dinner the next night or part of your lunch. And if you guys are using those portion fix containers, which I love, I don't have them with me here at the office, but then once you have it prepped, it's in the fridge, it's ready to go. You're talking about reheating or maybe cooking up the protein that night, right? Meanwhile, your veg or your quinoa, your wild rice, your healthy carb is already ready. That's just getting warmed up, heated up, and then so you just portion that out into one container. Hey, a carb is yellow, boom, done. Make some ground beef, some ground turkey, portion that into the red container, boom, done. Add some pasta sauce, marinara, boom, purple container, on it. Dinner is done. Pair that with a side salad, some oil and vinegar. You have a healthy, portion controlled meal that did not take in all this effort. Don't complicate things, guys. And I think that's where sometimes we overwhelm ourselves with a very complicated recipe, or it needs 8,000 ingredients. No, my dinners are usually pretty basic. It's something on the grill or something sauteed, something in the oven. Throw a piece of fish in the oven while I can prep up some veggies. And anything you might be able to do in advance, take the time to do it. And usually Usually the easiest way to do that is, like I said before, just make a little bit more of what you were already going to do. So Saturdays, Sundays, even Friday nights if you're home, great time to do a little bit of that prep in advance. Then if you need some extra little containers to keep things in, great. I usually don't pre-portion for my whole week. I usually just put, okay, here's my bowl of quinoa, and I put that into a storage container. And then when I'm ready to go or to make lunch for the next day or dinner, then I will portion out using my little portion fix containers. You guys don't have to use those, but they are really helpful, and I know when I'm using them, I'm so much more on track because portions can kind of get out of control. Supersize, right? So when I know I'm getting off track, I always go back to my containers. So if you are just starting and trying to be a little bit healthier and watch, nutrition is a huge part of the whole picture, you guys. You cannot out exercise bad nutrition. Trust me, I have tried and I wish I could, but I can't. My shake go to, that's always perfect, always easy and handy. But those, other little things to just do in advance really can make a big difference. So I hope these helped you today. I know it's short and quick and everything, but so is life. So it's everything goes by fast. If you got some extra tips, comment below. Let's share some things. And you guys, I have a recipe, not a recipe per se. It's more of a weekly meal plan kind of sketch for you. I'm happy to share it. It does use those portion fix containers. So if you're using those or are interested in using those, contact me. I can get you the link. I can get you hooked up with those. But then you can kind of just pick a day and I give you some ideas of, hey, what you can do to fit within those containers. I tell you which container it utilizes for that meal or snack. And then again, kind of that same concept I was telling you, dinner, I'm not going to say, maybe you're vegetarian and you want to have tofu. Eat tofu. Maybe you feel like salmon that night. Have salmon. Maybe you feel like a steak or a chicken. Swap out whatever protein you want, then mix it with a veg or salad and make it super simple, guys. So like I said, I'm happy to share that little meal plan with you guys. Just comment below that you'd like it and I'll definitely get that to you. And share this if you'd like. If you share this to your timeline, if you know somebody else, tag them below that might find this useful, and let me know if this was helpful for you guys. I like to try to provide you good content, things that are actually useful. This day and age, our time is precious, and so I'm hoping that I'm giving you guys some good stuff. Any questions, you're interested in joining my next Elite Get Fit group, or we focus on fitness, nutrition, drinking our shake. I mean, it is the package. It is the formula that has worked for me. My next group is definitely, oh my gosh, yeah, it's coming up very soon. So if you're interested in that, also comment below, message me, get in touch. Let's talk. Let's work on what your goals are to fit into this schedule and see if that's a good setup to get you to where you want to be. I'm happy to help. That's what I'm here for. Have a great day, guys. I'll talk to you soon.